going on? Nightwolf Renegade back with another video. And tonight I want to talk about AI and what's in store for us in the future. So lately I've been watching a lot of videos on that. AI is something that I'm very into, because I believe that AI is like it's like a jinn or demon or evil spirit that's going to be unleashed upon the world. And based upon all my research that I've been doing, that's exactly it. So recently, Elon Musk did an interview where he was talking about how he feels that we'll reach AGI probably before the year 2028. And basically AGI is it's an advanced level of artificial intelligence where the artificial intelligence is pretty much able to do all tasks better than any human can on Earth. Now, previously, a lot of scientists and people in this field were saying that if it's even possible for us to achieve AGI, most likely we'll be there within the next 10 to 15 years. Well, Elon Musk on this interview proudly and like boldly made that claim as if he knows something that the rest of the world is not privy to. And that's the case with a lot of these people, higher ups or whatever, these billionaire tech company owners and stuff like that. These people are aware of the technology and what it's capable of, and pretty much they're not sharing everything with us because they don't want to give away too much of their secrets of what they discovered and how far their technology has come, because remember, it's a race. It's a race for dominance, world dominance, because whoever gets there first with AGI is pretty much gonna unleash, I'm gonna just say, a godlike entity that can pretty much conquer the world. I mean, on all aspects: war, economics, definitely intelligence, research. It's kind of scary when you think about it. And there's been movies that kind of predicted what could possibly happen, like the Terminator and Matrix and stuff like that. But those movies were, dramatized, and not saying that it can't go down like that, because it could. But a lot of times, those particular movies, they're dramas, so they have to have things to make them more interesting. But there's a little clip that I was looking at on the internet, and in this interview, one of the guys was explaining how AGI will be like something unlike anything ever created in mankind history. And I want you guys to check out that clip right now.
So that's the thing that people really need to get, is that these companies are not racing to provide a chatbot to users. That's not what their goal is. If you look at the mission statement on OpenAI's website, or all the websites, their mission is to be able to replace all forms of human economic labor in the economy, meaning an AI that can do all the cognitive labor, meaning labor of the mind. So that can be marketing, that can be text, that can be illustration, that can be video production, that can be code production. Everything that a person can do with their brain, these companies are racing to build that. That is artificial general intelligence. General meaning all kinds of cognitive tasks. Why is AI distinct from all other kinds of technologies? It's because if I make an advance in one field like rocketry, let's say I uncover some secret in rocketry, that doesn't advance like biomedicine knowledge, or doesn't advance energy production, or doesn't advance coding. But if I can advance generalized intelligence, think about all science and technology development over the course of all human history. So science and technology is all done by humans thinking and working out problems in any domain. So if I automate intelligence, I'm suddenly going to get an explosion of all scientific and technological development everywhere. Does that make sense?
Of course, yeah, it's foundational to everything.
Exactly. Which is why there's a belief that if I get there first and can automate generalized intelligence, I can own the world economy, because suddenly everything that a human can do that they would be paid to do in a job, the AI can do that better. And so if I'm a company, do I want to pay the human who has healthcare, might whistleblow, complains, has to sleep, has sick days, has family issues? Or do I want to pay the AI that will work 24/7 at superhuman speed, doesn't complain, doesn't whistleblow, doesn't have to be paid for healthcare? There's the incentive for everyone to move to paying for AIs rather than paying humans. And so AGI, artificial general intelligence, is more transformative than any other kind of technology that we've ever had. And it's distinct.
What do you think these people are motivated by? The CEOs of these companies?
That's a good question. I think it's a subtle thing. I think there's, it's almost mythological, because there's almost a way in which they're building a new intelligent entity that has never before existed on planet Earth. It's like building a god. I mean, the incentive is build a god, own the world economy, and make trillions of dollars, right? If you could actually build something that can automate all intelligent tasks, all goal achieving, that will let you outcompete everything. So that is a kind of godlike power that I think imagine energy prices go up, or hundreds of millions of people lose their jobs. Those things suck. But relative to, if I don't build it first and build this god, I'm going to lose to some maybe worse person who I think, in my opinion, not my opinion, Tristan, but their opinion thinks is a worse person. It's a kind of competitive logic that self-reinforces itself. But it forces everyone to be incentivized to take the most shortcuts, to care the least about safety or security, to not care about how many jobs get disrupted, to not care about the well-being of regular people, but to basically just race to this infinite prize. In the end, a lot of the tech people I talk to, when I really grill them on it, about like why you're doing this, they retreat into, number one, determinism. Number two, the inevitable replacement of biological life with digital life. And number three, that being a good thing anyways. At its core, it's an emotional desire to meet and speak to the most intelligent entity that they've ever met. And they have some ego-religious intuition that they'll somehow be a part of it. It's thrilling to start an exciting fire. They feel they'll die either way, so they prefer to light it and see what happens.
That is the perfect description of the private conversations.
Doesn't that match what you have?
Perfect description.
Doesn't it? And that's the thing. So people may hear that and they're like, well, that sounds ridiculous. But if you actually...
I just got goosebumps because it's the perfect description, especially the part they'll think they'll die either way.
Exactly. Well, and worse than that, some of them think that in the case where if they were to get it right and if they succeeded, they could actually live forever. Because if AI perfectly speaks the language of biology, it will be able to reverse aging, cure every disease. And so there's this kind of, I could become a god. And I'll tell you, you and I both know people who've had private conversations. Well, one of them that I have heard from one of the co-founders of one of the most powerful of these companies, when faced with the idea that what if there's an 80% or 20% chance that everybody dies and gets wiped out by this, but an 80% chance that we get utopia, he said, well, I would clearly accelerate and go for the utopia. Given a 20% chance.
It's crazy.
People should feel you do not get to make that choice on behalf of me and my family. We didn't consent to have 6 people make that decision on behalf of 8 billion people.
All right, so there you have it. Hopefully with that, you got a better understanding of what's coming, why it's coming, and why these people are going so hard to get it. And you could kind of see like their attitude towards it, like they don't even care about the fate of humanity. And it's kind of crazy that it's like a group of individuals who are making these decisions. you know, and it's like the Wild Wild West. Like, there's no control over this stuff. Like, there's no regulations. It's like a free-for-all. And the world these days is just plummeting down into a spiral of just chaos, man. You know, you got wars breaking out all over. World War III would be a war like no other war. And I believe that we're already in the beginning stages. We're late in the beginning stages. So pretty soon we're going to start hitting the middle of the war. And then somewhere along that time, they're going to let you know, yeah, we're at World War III. But with this AI thing, it's crazy because you would unleash something that has these type of capabilities, which in my opinion is worse than any kind of nuclear or what do you call it, like a nuclear weapon, or any kind of like disease or something like that can be unleashed upon mankind. With this AI, it's even worse. And I mean, just going off basic common sense, when has there ever been something more intelligent being controlled and dominated by something that's less intelligent? I mean, I'll wait, because you know, this is what these people think, or well, I ain't gonna say think, but that's what they're hoping for. They're hoping for something, a godlike intelligence, to be subordinate to something that's less intelligent to that being or creation or whatever you want to call it. And that's just not going to happen. These people are crazy, in my opinion. They're kind of delusional. And I just hope that it doesn't get to be what I think it's going to be, because what I'm thinking is not good. So just wanted to make a quick video, you know, to talk about this AI thing that's happening. And do your research, you know, go out there, look more than what they're giving us, you know, like ChatGPT 3 and 4 or whatever they're coming out with, all these video generators and stuff like that, music generators and all that. That's cool, but that's for the consumer to have something to kind of just keep their mind distracted and busy, so they don't see the underlining what's written in the fine print. So do your research, you know, go look at you know, machine learning. Go look into you know, Boston Dynamics, CRISPR, and all these other technologies that they're coming out with. And yeah, so I'm gonna leave you guys with that to think about. I'm Nightwolf Renegade, back with another video. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. I'll holler at y'all later. Peace.